Are you ready, Nick?
I am ready.
I am ready, he says. Well, we're not too bad, actually. 70-42. That's the time right now, just 2 minutes late. Stigma's captain, well, he took some time. Either way, I heard the draft is up. Copy-pastaing the entire thing now, and then we're hopping into the draft now. Once I pressed enter, that is. Now we are actually in there, and we see the map draft already going on.
Yeah, and Stigma versus Gamers2. Stigma defeating Dignitas in a clean 2-0 series. We also had Gamers2 also defeating their opponent in the losers bracket in a 2-0 fashion over SK Gaming. So really excited to see what will be the better team here. I have to say the favorite is probably Gamers2, but after that last series, you cannot count out Stigma.
Yeah, I mean, in the bracket, they both had a rough start, but in the loser bracket, they're definitely dominating. That's just a fact. I mean, Gamers2, they went against Dignitas first in the first winner bracket round, and they won it as we kind of expected it. I mean, they were definitely the favorite in that matchup. Then we had Stigma, they were going say it against Complexity and threw them out. So both teams that face each other right now, they were successful in the winner bracket in the first round, but then the second day it was not a good day because then Navi and Team Liquid, they waited for them in the second round, and both Navi and Team Liquid kicked them out. Stigma, Gamers2 down to the loser bracket, but then again they sort of resurrected. Gamers2 and Stigma, they kick out SK Gaming. We saw that as the first game today. The second series was Dignitas just leaving the tournament right now. That means those who kicked the others, they have to now kick each other, pretty much. There is no other way. One of them has to go home, and whoever wins here will go against the loser out of the winner bracket final. And that's, of course, still to be determined, which means right now we find out who's going into the loser bracket final, and then we have the winner bracket final, so we get the loser from there into the loser bracket final.
Yes, and let's jump into this draft here, talk a little bit about it. We do have Dragonshire as our map, Gamers2 being the first pick, first ban here, and the first ban is actually going to go out onto Zagara, and now we are waiting for Stigma's ban here. Who is it going to be?
That's a good question. It's always a good question. On the first one, it could always be everything. Some teams, they have emphasis on I don't know, getting the assassins out. Gamers2, the Zagara one is... It puts me off because, like, I didn't expect this one. Like, sometimes we see that Illidan and Vala ban. Sometimes we see the Vikings being banned out because one team is really famous for it. I didn't know that Stigma had, like, a very, very strong Zagara. I mean, not strong enough for actually some sort of respect ban. So that's a surprise to me. And also that Zeratul, I didn't expect it at all.
Both teams wanting to get rid of those heroes that can be really excellent at setting up wombo combo possibilities. Also, the Gamers2 not afraid to run Zeratul in the melee form as well. And we're going to have a first pick here onto Illidan for Gamers2.
Yep, definitely. And now we have to see, I mean, do we get that Uther block pick or do we not get it? Uther plus Illidan, a combo we saw so many times being successful already in this tournament, but of course you can steal it away by picking it. That also forces you into actually playing around with your Uther. I mean, it's not like you can just pick ban it, you also have to like build something around it, and that's the question now, if Stigma is just going for their own master plan, their strategy, and just pick whatever they want, or do they actually actively ban something against Gamers2, and it looks like I was right with the Uther, they don't want to have it paired with the Illidan.
Yeah, and they're going to go ahead and grab that Jaina, wanting to grab one piece of the assassin puzzle, not wanting to give up both the potential of Vala and Jaina at the same time. You really need to get one of those top-tier assassins out to have enough damage to kind of balance out your team composition. So, since the support has been picked up here by Stigma, Gamers2 can kind of delay their healer pickup, and they're going to grab a Sylvanas, which is quite a nice pickup, and we'll have to see what goes with that. They could go for an ETC here, which can be quite nice with the Illidan. Since Stigma has not yet picked up a warrior yet, it could be a premium pickup there for Gamers 2.
Yep.
So we'll have to see if it's going to be that ETC.
I don't
or
think
are
so.
we gonna...
Maybe they pick something else.Maybe they pick their first healer right now, and then we see to run the Diablo combo, and that paired up with Illidan. I think that makes a nice one, and that also puts Stigma in the position that they have to know about it, because there will be 2 picks available for Gamers 2 on 4 and 5 on the 4th and the 5th pick. So that would be a nice move actually.
It could definitely be a Tassadar here as well from Gamers 2.
Yeah.
Tassadar being so good at the wave clear on Dragonshire, able to get those fast rotations between mid and wherever they want to go, usually the bottom lane. And also Tassadar, really, really nice pair there for Gamers 2. But as I said, ETC, very nice value there. So going to be the ETC and Illidan combo, which can be so very good at the engage.
Yep. And 2 answers now up for Stigma. What do you think? I mean, a second damage source has to come, as well as maybe a second support. Maybe now I get my Diablo to run it. Was it Stigma? No, it was really Navi who were running it like so many times, like 3 times in a row, I think. But we have to see. Maybe Stigma is running something similar. The stun setup for Tyrande might be not even that bad. But then again, we really don't know, because with the Uther and the Jaina core, you can still go in almost any direction.
I feel like it should be Tassadar Vala here. 2 very strong pickups on this map. Vala being a very strong assassin pick, but unless Stigma wants to go kind of more of a specialized comp in some other direction, I feel that the 2 obvious choices here would definitely be that Tassadar and the Vala. They already have a healer. Gamers 2 has already picked the tank out, so they can forego getting that tank until their last pick. I have to feel they want to get that Tassadar, not only to separate it from the Illidan, but also to, get that wave clear. But it's going to be a Tassadar and Lost Vikings instead.
Yep. Well, the Vikings is a surprise to me. The Tassadar, you already announced that. By the way, I'm just looking at the overall, what's available. What we haven't seen so far in this tournament being picked. I mean, sometimes we had it banned, is like an Abathur. We didn't have a Anubarak. That's something that's kind of missing, at least on the games that were casted. The Murky actually came out on 1 game. I think, was it Liquid Complexities? One of these 2 teams, I think, picked it in a game we didn't cover, but so I think it was Complexity game. But maybe I'm mistaken. And who else is missing? Reyna and Sonya. And everything else was pretty much already up in this tournament.
Yeah,
oh my god.
It's actually going to be Malfurion and Abathur to round out the comp for Gamers 2. Gamers 2, one of those European teams who is not afraid to run the worm himself. Abathur and Illidan can be such a potent combination. Abathur providing some significant buffs to Illidan through his symbiote build. And Nubarak coming out from Stigma, I have to... Is this a bug? Or... I mean... Obviously, it is a bug. It's a Nubarak, the beetle bug himself, the Lord bug himself, but I was a little bit worried we might have a technical issue, but no, a Nubarak coming out here, and we just have to make sure. It's a little bit unorthodox of a choice, but...
It's so funny, actually, because if you think about it, I was just bringing this up in the draft, like looking back at the tournament, what was not drafted yet, and the Abathur is coming out, as well as the Anubarak. It's like I don't know, the players, they just heard this cast, even though we have a delay, they can't hear what I'm saying, but it just comes out. It's amazing.
Yeah, this is definitely some interesting choices here, and yeah, Gamers 2, they really like that Malfurion, and the Abathur, definitely not afraid to run him. The Lost Vikings, though, they can be nice. They are very a top hero pick right now, and they really do have 2 premiums on their team with the Lost Vikings and Jaina, but I feel that Vikings aren't as strong on Dragonshire as they are on other maps, so we'll have to see if Stigma is able to use them to great effect or not in this game.
Yep, but this is definitely gonna be interesting. I mean, Abathur and Illidan, it's just pain. It's just pain. Everybody who met that combination already, it's pretty much crazy. But then again, the Abathur, sometimes this is a pro scene, so the Abathurs are really good, but they're like different kind of styles you can run with the Abathur, and we also have to see if the healing by Malfurion alone is is enough. I mean, we have, of course, Carapace by Abathur to help him there, which is like similar to what, for example, a Tacita can absorb on a bit higher cooldown if you take in consideration that you have to sometimes like retake your target and everything. But I don't know, on the other side, what kind of builds are at the moment run by, say it, Anubarak?
There's a couple different builds. A lot of people have been preferring that web ultimate to kind of just lock down one of the heroes. There's a couple different variations. There's kind of more of a CC version and kind of more of an AoE damage version. So Anubarak typically picked as an off-tank, kind of a bruiser, even kind of a melee assassin, but being chosen here as the main tank is very, very interesting.
Yep, definitely. And well, there we see it. 6 out of 10 players already. I'm really looking forward to this because it's, I don't know, candy on both sides, Abathur and Anub. I think it was maybe a response. They were like, yo guys, they pick Anub. That's such a weak pick. We can go for an Abathur. Easy going. But the funny part is, I mean, both of these teams, they're not joking with their picks. They always have a plan behind it. Both take it very, very seriously. I'm pretty sure of that. And, well, let the bug war begin.
Yep, Bug Wars 2015. We have the Abathur, we have the Anubarak leading their teams into battle for the bugs. But yeah, man, really interesting comps coming out here from both teams. Anubarak solo warrior versus an Illidan Abathur composition. So very cool here. And we also have the Vikings on the side of the Anubarak. So I'm really interested to see how this game unfolds.
Yep, definitely. Well, we just hope for the last player to actually acknowledge this. I mean, come on, how can you be so slow right now? This is an awesome game that's coming. It's not just one of the last games in the loser bracket before the final. It's also an amazing game just by drafts. I really want to see this ASAP. So please press the ready button and give the viewers and us, of course, the fun of watching this game. It's so uncommon to actually have this.
Yeah, the composition's not too out of the ordinary other than the Abathur and Anubarak pick. The Abathur makes a little bit more sense to me, surprisingly enough, because of the Illidan pick coming out there from Gamers2. But Anubarak, again, I have to reiterate that he's typically not chosen as the solo warrior. I mean, back in the day when he first came out, when he had Rewind at level 16, when he had a little bit more strength on his abilities, he was often picked as the solo warrior, but now kind of a liability in that solo warrior position, I feel. But I mean, Stigma feels like they can use him to great effect here, so I'm really eager to see how he is used. And we're finally now going to get into this game. It's going to be Gamers2 versus Stigma on Dragonshire. Game 1 coming up here.
And you know, I hate Twitter. I mean, Twitter, social media in general, it's just, for me, it's just a pile of you know what, and
yeah,
I'm so excited that I actually tweeted it. I'm like, yes, Anub and little Abathur in one game. I'm so excited about this. So let's go, guys. The only thing I have to do is check out if my overlays are right. On the left side we have Gamers2, on the right side we have Stigma. Overlay is fine. I'm not failing for a change. They're all just, well, a bit chatting here and there. And whoa, what?
Uh-oh.
What?
What just happened?
I have no idea. But they steal my hype. What's with my hype? Every hype is gone. Like, and of course the observers are completely left out with everything that's happening.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have a regame here, guys. I can't imagine this is gonna continue. The Abathur going the feed in the middle. Oh my god.
That's the forest run.
What is that? What is happening? Oh, okay. Alright, well, we're gonna have a regame here. I don't know what the issues seem to be there, but it's gonna be a quick one with the Abathur feeding in middle.
Yep. Well, congratulations, guys. Gamers2 wins the first game of this best of 3 series. It was the fastest game of all time. 15 seconds. Beat that.
Beat that. And yeah, I guess we're going to be going to a regame here. I'm really eager to see these compositions. I'm not sure what the problem happened to be there, but yeah, we're going to be getting back into that lobby right away here.
I'm really disappointed. Like, I was so hyped, and now they took all all the steam away. It's like there was so much hype there.
We have to re-hype the game.
We have to re-hype.
I mean, we have War of the Bugs, we have Abathur, we have Anubarak going head to head in a showdown for the ages.
I'm just reading the chat. Some people are definitely hilarious. I actually love the chat. Heroes of the Storm is one of the scenes where I love the Twitch experience, Twitch chat experience. I mean, because I don't know, it's much more civilized. Of course, there are always some morons there in each and every Twitch chat, but that's why we have a ban button. But in Heroes of the Storm, it's pretty civilized. I love it. I mean, it's gonna change when that game takes off and thousands more people are actually coming and also following the professional scene. But till now, we can really enjoy it, like constructive criticism, people talking about heroes, abilities, which I definitely love. It really reminds me of my World of Warcraft time, where everybody was like talking about like how you spec certain things, how you prepared for raids and everything. Of course, it's a MOBA, so it's a very short living, like short half-life, like the theory craft you do about it. But then again, you can replicate it with new people, a team, a 5-man team, obviously. So I definitely love how the community works at the moment.
Yeah, I have to agree. The Twitch chat and the community for Heroes of the Storm has been so very awesome. I gotta thank all the viewers for tuning into the stream today. It's gonna be a great ride here. We still have some amazing matches coming up, and I'm really eager to see how you guys react to them. And yeah, we're gonna get back into this game here, about to ready up once again. We do have that Illidan Abathur comp coming out of Gamers2, and we have the Vikings and Anubarak comp coming out of Stigma. So really eager to see who is going to take Game 1 here on Dragonshire. This will be the first game of the series here, and yeah, just waiting on a couple more people to ready up.
Yep, and I don't know, Leo from Korea is giving us some nice, I don't know, Polish stuff. Tojaka druga mapa panowie bosla salo sulem. Everything fine with you, Nick?
Everything fine with me, other than not being able to understand the words that are coming out of your mouth currently. But I'm really eager. Come on, let's get the game going here. 9 out of 10 ready. We're getting close.
Well, there, Leo. Leo is going for the German now, throwing some Spanish in, some German. Everything's coming right now. I mean, I understand half of the Polish. I have a pretty good understanding of Slavic languages, but not enough to actually fully translate it. Plus, I kind of missed the context there. But either way, it's going to be fun. And it's going to be even more fun once we have that 10th player clicking the ready button, please, guys. Come on. We need it. We need some more hype because we got 2 bugs. We got the Abathur and the Anub for all those people who just joined the stream. Give us some hype, and you can also use caps for it. That's the only exception where I accept caps. So, hype caps, please. With a kappa at the end.
Yes. Only Kappa at the end. We want to raise the KPM here in the Twitch chat. Raise your Kappas, people. Raise the hype level. Get that uppercase hype going in the chat. But finally, once again, we're going to be getting into this game here. Going to be Game 1, Gamers2 versus Stigma, with some unorthodox comps here on Dragonshire.
I hope they didn't change sides, but I forgot to look at the new lobby, but I think everything's fine.
Yeah.
and someone endorsed
okay.
your casting couch again, by the way.
I know, man. It's all the hype, I guess, these days. Really love my casting couch, but
yep.
yeah,
I mean, I said it yesterday already, so if anyone wants to apply for a new job at Nick's house as secretary while he's casting and playing and stuff, that's the couch you will be casted on, pretty much.
Indeed, that is. And yeah, man, I'm just really looking forward to this game. We do have that solo tank Anubarak coming out here, and I'm really curious to see how he's able to perform in this game. Anubarak, not typically a warrior you take as a solo pick, but we're going to have to see how it works out here for the side of Stigma.
Yep, and finally, I think this time they managed to pick the correct heroes. So on the left side we have Gamers2, on the right side we have Stigma. The left one actually also a team that got pretty fast picked up by our organization. On the right one, a team that's still looking for it, but I don't know. Let's look at it. What we have here, we have ADRD on, of course, the Abathur. We have Joy playing that Illidan. Then the ETC is gonna be, yeah, Susho. He's playing that hero so often. We have Malfurion, of course, played by Leo, and Nicker is gonna play that Sylvanas. On the other side, if my minimap click would work, there it is. Morden again on the Vikings, also very known player on this one. Shat now on a Anub, not on a Diablo and not on an ETC for a change. He's actually on that Anub, which, well, it's gonna be exciting. Redix on a Tassadar, Thunder playing that, I was about to say Omni Knight, but yeah, the Uther, and Kren on the Jaina. So either way, guys, let the games begin. Creep waves meet. So far just some little clash in the mid, but no high risk, no high stakes here. Illidan already top against those Vikings. We have to see if he's able to snipe off some small Vikings, and now the rotation in bottom starts.
Yeah, ADRD, the Abathur for Gamers2, actually taking a pretty conservative position up here in the middle lane. Able to, I mean, when you take that middle lane as Abathur on this map, you're able to put mines pretty much anywhere you want on the map. So really nice positioning there from ADRD. But we do have that rotation coming out from the side of Stigma. Able to kind of rotate down there to the bottom lane. But it looks like it's going to be a tri-lane from them.
Yep, at least they keep it as a tri-lane at the moment, but I mean, what is a real tri-lane? Like, Abathur is everywhere. That's the good thing about Abathur. I know, look at this Illidan at the moment. That's the nice little duel. He focuses on one of the Vikings. Well, gets some damage on top of it, but Vikings, you have to stop pursuing, because it's with an Abathur on top, you just have no chance. Illidan grabs that top temple for now, the shrine, I mean, obviously, and bottom, it's a 50-50 split at the moment. We have to see, in theory, I think with the Abathur they might be able to claim that temple here, or at least have a decent fight in the bottom lane.
Yeah, the Abathur is going to allow them to have a decent fight in the bottom lane, but it's also going to ensure that Illidan never loses control of that top lane, even despite the fact that he is against the Lost Vikings, which can be a formidable opponent in the top lane on Dragonshire.
Yep, and in the mid lane, I don't know, like, Nicker has really a easy time against that Anub. Unfortunately, early game, there's not much you can actually do as Anub. You can do a bit counter push, but that's pretty much it. Like, Sylvanas should have the upper hand in that lane.
Yeah, and once again, Abathur going on to Illidan, pushing back the Lost Vikings. But we do have kind of a nice push here in the bottom from Stigma, doing a lot of damage to that cannon tower.
Yep, definitely, but the same picture is pretty much top. I mean, the push is not as strong, but Illidan seems to be winning his lane at the moment, of course with the support of Abathur, and those towers are going down, but on both sides, at least one tier 1 tower is going to fall pretty much soon, but also in the mid, look at Nicker now, full creep wave, and starting on at least one of those towers, it's pretty nice. Now bottom, one of the first towers going down. We have to see, I know, Abathur in action. I thought he might be on that ETC and they might try to, like, do something, but I don't know, where's Abathur at the moment?
Yeah, he's in the top on Illidan at the moment, and that's one of the weaknesses of Illidan, though, is that this tri-lane in bottom is putting so much pressure, able to take out the bottom wall already, but Illidan also putting equal pressure in the top, able to take out a cannon tower there for Gamers2, and the second tower now going down as well. So an even trade on those walls, but we also have Sylvanas in middle going for...
look at top! Illidan diving deep there, Olaf. Oh, it's really, really low, and that Abathur almost got the kill on Olaf there, but now he finally managed that retreat. That was pretty close call. I mean, it's not like the end of the world. You only get like, what, 0.25 hero XP for one Viking kill, right? If I remember theory correctly.
Yes, that is correct. And we do have Sylvanas getting one of those cannon towers in the mid, so Gamers2 a little bit ahead with the building count and experience as well. So really nice, and we have Illidan taking out a well in top, really putting a lot of pressure on with the added benefit of having the Abathur.
Yep, but so far everything is very, very stable and stagnant. I wouldn't even say stagnant, but 4 minutes in, 7-7, a pretty much full experience. There's not much else going on, no kills, and nothing else as in objectives going down. Pretty much a mirror match. In the mid, of course, that tiny bit advantage is coming out, but Olaf is going down, this time for reals. in the top lane. So some more experience at the moment, and well, we have level 8 now, at least on Gamers2, and maybe even more of a fight here bottom. Tacita, well, he makes it definitely out. Savannah's trying to put something in, but Shed saying hello to this lane as well. But his stun is completely off target. That was not even close.
Yeah, we did have Sylvanas roaming down with Anubarak, not far behind, but no kills able to be secured here. And Illidan doing even more damage in top, pushing now the inner cannon tower of that top base.
Yeah, that Illidan is doing good work, even without the help of the Abathur there. But off bottom, Jaina, I don't know if they pursue it, like another power slide maybe, but oh, nah. He was already thinking about pretty much the same thing, trying to interrupt it, and now we're gonna see soon a blue DK shrine, which means we have to click. We have to click, but Anoop is there, he could defend it any time, but I think both teams, they're just gonna stall some time and they want to see level 10. At the moment, however, we have one team definitely in lead when it comes to experience, and that is Gamers2 at the moment. They can force a fight around mid, maybe around level 10.
Yeah, Gamers2 really kind of having the strategical edge here, able to rotate that Sylvanas down as she has such a fast wave clear, and kind of just able to outpush Anubarak and then roam to the bottom and help making it a 4 versus 4 with the global presence of Abathur. But we also have Illidan having so much presence in the top lane, now even going on the fort in the top lane. Gamers2 hitting level 10 here in a second, so they could look to fight in the bottom if they hit this here, and it looks like they might do that.
No, it doesn't really look like any result out of this. It was some nice peeling, of course. Abathur on the ETC's damage you should never really underestimate, but in the end it was not even close enough. But we have to say, I mean, Stigma is putting some pressure on that fort already, so that's definitely good news. Shad, however, he has to defend here in the mid, otherwise Joey, he's gonna try it. He's definitely gonna fake cast that, and yeah, there's the right click. Actually, it's even a stun, and some bugs coming out of his butt as well, so no clicking at the moment for you, Joey. And, well, this way he has to go back. But look at Jaina. I think Jaina's going down here. One more spike, and yes, it doesn't miss. Nice on spot. Sucho with the bug on top of his head is doing all the work.
Yeah, and I just want to talk a little bit about the heroic abilities in this game. We do have Ultimate Evolution coming out there from Abathur, and we do have Web Blast also coming out from Anubarak. So definitely some interesting choices here. And we do have the clone going down onto ETC, the double ETC in the bottom lane here from Gamers2.
Well, this is definitely interesting. In the mid, they really tried to click it through, but the Vikings tried to prevent it. The problem is Anoop is already down for 20 seconds, and I think this is a DK. There's no one even close who could do this, but maybe they're gonna get that kill here on Nika, at least as a nice revenge, but it's not really happening. Oh, is it? It is. It was probably one of the slowest deaths of all time, but at least they got it happen. DK now fighting directly next to the heroes. No siege damage so far. Even Susho has to go back. He has Carapace for a tiny bit, but that's pretty much it. We have Kren just being kicked all over the place, and Leo, well, where does he want to go? Somewhere he has to do damage. Illidan, he doesn't even care. Top, he just gets that keep, and that fight around the DK is still going, but followed here by Thunder and Kren. Maybe some block? Nope, they managed to get out, and we have to see all that support is coming in now for Stigma. There's no way that DK can actually do siege damage.
Yeah, and Illidan kind of just constantly pushing that top lane, even now looking to push the keep towers just a little bit. But yeah, the Dragon Knight, not long for this world, doing a decent amount of work, but Gamers2 is in the ahead in the lead here to the level 13, and it looks like Joey has roamed down.
Yeah, and Sishu coming in there as well. Stage dive, saying hello, and that Illidan just going ham on Jaina already. But now, well, he's being stunned, and there's the Divine Shield helping Uther for now. But look at all of this. There's the Metamorphosis. One kill, maybe the second. Abathur helping there as well. Tacita low. Oh my god, this is 3 down already. The rest has to retreat under the gate and the tier 3 towers. This means we have at least one fort going down. This is really bad news. Suddenly, Gamers2, they pick up the pace and make big moves.
Yeah, nice job here from Gamers2, solidifying a lead in this game by quite a bit. Not only on that level 13 talent tier, but getting some damage here into the mid-keep wall. And yeah, Gamers2 just really showing that their comp is quite strong with that Illidan, with that Abathur doing a lot of work in that team fight. And yeah, really nice job here by Gamers2 so far.
And so far nobody has ever touched any mercenary camp whatsoever, but after this nice move they're actually doing it. Well, the Giants now actually in all this mix, it's so much damage already. There's the boat. The boat is guaranteed definitely enough damage. Look at Sucho, so much, but this wailing arrow on like I think all 4 or all 5, it really hurts. The boat is down now. Vikings, they already have to run invisibility, invulnerability for just some seconds, but the Illidan, he doesn't really care. He kills the Jaina and was even following up on the last Viking there. That would be a bit too deep into the base. Gamers2, it looked bad for some seconds, but then they suddenly made this turnaround, and this is really bad. We're talking 2 levels advantage by now.
Yeah, Team Stigma trying to take an advantage of the lower health and mana of Gamers2, but not even having that level 13 talent tier. I feel that had to be a mistake there from Stigma, not able to capitalize on anything and just getting further and further behind. Almost 3 levels behind are they now. Gamers2 getting very close to that level 16 talent tier. Now we have Gamers2 just getting to get some mercenaries out as well as the bottom shrine.
Yep, and by the way, Web Blast is bugged, right? It shows on the UI as a question mark.
Yeah, it... no, that's... I see the level 13 as a question mark right now for Anubrak.
Oh, never mind. Yeah, no, I was just in the wrong column. Never mind me, because last time Jester actually said that something is wrong with the Web Blast. Either way, that was a bit off topic. In the bottom, we see, yep, another camp just going on that fort, as well as 3 Gamers2 heroes. There's not much defense coming their way. In the mid, they actually tried to get the DK, but it's too late. The temples are reclaimed. Jaina being protected by the Divine Shield, and now it's ETC. We have to see. I don't know where this one is going, but kill that one really, really fast. It's happening, but well, in the end, it's just stalling time. The problem is you don't have time when you have like a camp. 2 camps actually, plus 2 heroes pushing already into your base of Stigma. They have to defend, but we are looking at 3 levels disadvantage right now, and it's just a matter of time till Gamers2 secure another DK. Look at this in mid. There it is. Abathur in action, suddenly growing in size, and of course also Rage. While we're gonna lose that Uther on the way. Yes, and of course he's not coming back, which means he's out for quite a while. This DK and 4 other heroes, they're gonna do so much damage on this base.
Yeah, and I feel that Stigma making a couple major errors in this game, trying to play from behind in all the wrong ways, getting caught by that Illidan in mid, who almost looked with the Abathur had to be able to 1v3, but looking like it's going to be a keep down here for Gamers2, solidifying even a larger lead in this game.
Look at the Vikings, they get so much damage. This is all just collateral damage. This is without even crazy dives, but oh, Jaina going down as well, directly under the core. I don't think Gamers2 still, they don't want to commit yet. They still have so much to go. I think they're going to choose that bottom keep, clearing out the waves as well, but one keep is already down. We have top, a Bruiser camp, like at least a residual Bruiser camp coming in as well. It's looking so bad, but maybe there's the comeback. Leo being stunned. What they need is the kill, but look at all the heals and the shields. It's just not enough. So Gamers2, they managed to retreat after they got at least 1 fort down and a ton of damage and a ton of XP gained. Now they can just go back, get this camp, and then wait for the next DK.
Yeah, I mean, Stigma is in such a bad position here, being 3 levels down a keep as well, and now they're just going to have to play the catch-up game, try to soak as much experience as possible. But with that Sylvanas from Gamers2, they're just going to keep forcing the issue. Stigma not even on that level 16 talent here, and here comes the clone onto Illidan.
Yes, stage dive directly into the base under the core, but they don't really care. Where is everything going? There's the metamorphosis on 3 people. Well, it doesn't do too much damage. The sound, of course, is bugged because we have the web being cast by Anu, but it doesn't really matter. Like the first one, it will go down, but this time Gamers2 kind of surprised how much damage is coming out there. Like Sucho, he really needs some heals, but it's coming really late. He survives at least for now, but Joey, he might be in trouble. With that stun, they can burst him down. It's so close, but now, oh my god, Wailing Arrow, so much silence, much death, more disaster. This is a disaster.
Just a clean sweep up there by Gamers2, and it looks like they don't want to delay this game anymore. They want to end it right here and right now, and they're going to be able to. Gamers2 showing a dominating performance and a very smart strategy here on Dragonshire. getting the strategical advantage with that Abathur pick, with that Sylvanas pick as well, and very well played there. Gamers2 gonna make it 1-0 over Stigma.
This was one of the best turnaround fights I've ever seen. They were on the brink of losing this fight, diving too deep. Gamers2, I thought they're gonna give like at least a level or more away here, and Stigma's hope to survive this onslaught was up, but they just ran all 5 into a Wailing Arrow, and from there on I didn't even need to say anything. No play-by-play needed. It was silence, followed by death, followed by a core destruction. That was what a turnaround. Gamers2, they know exactly the timing. They probably shouted on their voice like, yes, now, 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 just go for it. They're all silenced, they can't do anything, and in fact, they just couldn't do anything.
Yeah, I was lost for words as well, silenced by that Wailing Arrow, just destroying Stigma. I mean, they were so far behind there that it was just such a clean fight for Gamers2. The statistical advantage, the talent advantage, also in the favor of Gamers2. Really well played there. Nice strategy coming out from Gamers2. They are not afraid to play to Abathur. And Anubarak not really paying off there for Team Stigma.
Yep, the Anub, to be honest, it felt like a noob. No, never mind, that was stupid.
Well played, well played. No, I mean, it's good. I'll give
Shout
you that
out to
one.
Sham too.
Yeah, shout out to Sham too, the pun lord
The
of the
pun
Heroes
lord.
of the Storm community.
Yeah, I'm claiming his title for Europe. I'm working on that one.
You're the Sham 2 of Europe? Nice, nice.
Yeah,
I
someone
like it,
needs
I
to
like
do
it.
the job. Either way,
Someone
guys, it was the first series. It was close till pretty much shortly before that decay, but then all the fights Gamers2 took, they just looked much better. And then Stigma fed 2 fights that were horrible. It went down to 1 level advantage, up to 3 levels advantage, and that last fight, that could have been the turnaround if, for example, that ETC would have died, but damn, he was resilient for sure. That silence and that turnaround by Gamers2. Clean sweep, 14-1 here, we see the score. And with a 2-minute break, we are back for game number 2. Stigma, they have to win this one, otherwise it's the end. And, I mean, I don't want to see them dropping, but then again, Gamers2, they justified their existence here in this tournament by amazing games.
Oh,
Let's go.
and
2
Yep.
minutes, be right back, guys.
stay tuned.